How's it going, everyone? Equinox here. Today we're going to talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Season 1, Episode 5, titled Truth. So, this episode we have... It's probably going to be a very short video. We have John Walker getting, honorably discharged. He's honorably discharged, but not. Like his punishment for killing a dude. His thing. Oh, I forgot to mention. We have Walker versus the Winter Soldier versus and Falcon. That was where the episode started. Sam and Bucky both tracked him down and they duked it out, including breaking Walker's arm, his left arm. I had to do this to tell you which arm it was. Anyway, it's his left arm. Oof. Recording at almost 5 a.m. Not good for the health. Anyway, so Walker gets arrested, put up on trial. Sam and Bucky get benched. So they both go to... so Sam goes to visit Isaiah with the shield. Isaiah's like, no. Isaiah's jaded as all fuck. That's what's wrong with Isaiah right now. He's like, the world sucks, which, I mean, it does. I don't disagree. I may be a white man in America, but I don't disagree. The world does suck. And Isaiah claims that no person of color would, well, he says no black person, actually. He says that no self-respecting black person would take up the shield. Now, this is interesting. It's an interesting thought. I don't think that was Sam's intention for giving up the shield, originally. He's obviously not going to make that mistake again. But it's an interesting take. Isaiah is a super soldier, and we find out what happened to him. He was the only stable super soldier. I also took note while I was watching that the Spider-Man animated series from the 90s had something similar. Although I'm not 100% sure if any of them are black in the animated series. Anyway, where only one of them was... it was only one of them was stable, and so it's like a 1-to-1, like it's almost 1-to-1 with that. I am not 100% sure who it was that survived. I can't even look it up. I don't even know if I can, because that would take longer than this video is gonna take. Anyway, Bucky goes to see Zemo in Sokovia and gives him up to the Wakandan military peoples. The Wakandan Royal Guard, actually, I'm pretty sure is what they are. They say they're gonna take him to the raft where he'll live out the rest of his days, which I was like, well, that's interesting. I figured they'd take him to Wakanda and, have him executed for killing the previous king, but taking him to the raft, that's like the international thing. That's the shield thing. Fair enough. Bucky then asks for one more favor. We don't actually find out what that favor is until a little bit later. We do find out this episode, so we'll talk about that later. Anyway, Sam goes home and finds out that his sister doesn't want to sell the boat anymore because it's falling apart and it's going to take more to fix than it's worth. So Sam calls in a bunch of favors from all the people who owe his parents favors from back in the day. And then, lo and behold, one of the parts is really fucking heavy. How are we gonna carry it? Bucky appears, moves it, and drops the case down and says, I called in a favor. We actually don't know what that favor is, technically, in this favor. We know it has to do with Sam. That's all we know, actually, of this episode, because, that's all we find out in this episode. Anyway. So, Bucky and Sam spent the entire episode fixing up the boat they then have a heart-to-heart where Sam convinces Bucky to make proper amends, just, you know, be of service to those he's harmed as the Winter Soldier. And Bucky convinces Sam more or less to keep the shield, right? We then proceed into a training montage of Sam working out and throwing the shield back in repeatedly, trying to catch it. At the end of the montage, what we see, he grabs the shield with both hands and catches it, as opposed to, you know, being flung back with one arm or whatever. Our military friend then tells Sam that the ping of the Flag Smashers, the latest one, is in New York. Sam's like, I'll take it from here. And he goes to open up the case. And roll the credits! But wait, there's more! Post-credit scene, because, you know, this is Marvel. We see John Walker making a fake Captain America shield. We're gonna have a good Cap versus evil Cap showdown eventually. Probably next episode. But yeah, that's the episode. It was an interesting one for sure. It was pretty fillery. Like, there wasn't much action, which is like, I mean, this is Marvel. Or okay, it was pretty much no fighting. Oh, and Carly teams up with some actual criminals before going after New York, the GRC vote and whatnot, but that's not really relevant. Like, we don't actually see them besides it, the lights shutting off and the computer's going buggy. Anyway, tell what you guys thought of the episode down in the comment section down below. That's gonna be it for this video. If you guys haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys next time, and as always, stay bright.